welcome you to another exciting edition of Viewpoint on the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, the BCOS. I am Ayodeji Ajishokwe, presenting. Well, today, I dare say I bring you an exciting edition, because I do have with me here, as our guest today, a man that comes with a quantum of mileage in the sporting world, specifically the beautiful game, football. He is someone who has played his role at the club level, at the state level, at the national level, CAF level, and even the global stage. He has been a coach, he's been an instructor, he's been everything and anything you might think of in world football. Born on 5th March 1938, which makes him an 85-year-old man this 5th of March. Well, my guest today is Chief Adeboyega Onibigide. Join me as I welcome him to the program, sir.
Thank you very much. But let me make a, because a lot of people have this confusion. I am Adeboye, not Adeboyega.
Not Adeboyega.
They are two different things.
No, absolutely.
And you know, when the Yorubas give a name to a child, it has its connotations. It must be targeted towards something.
That name has run, why has that name run so long in the media space and there has been no correction?
Well, I do make corrections occasionally, but maybe not highlighted.
And also, I know that you dropped the name Festus.
That's right.
Way back in the 1960s.
Yes, in 1960.
And people still refer to
That's
you
right.
by that name. Well, they say,
it's one of those things.
It's one of the things. Welcome you to the program. Well, you come with a quantum of mileage in the global space of football specifically. You want to tell us how this story began in 1938 in Mudaheke? You want to please tell us how the story began?
Yes, it was in 1938 on a Saturday, the 5th of March. There was a remarkable event on that day.
Okay,
the Yoruba Obas met for the first time in Oyo in 1937. So their second meeting was to be in Ile-Ife. You know, Modaike and Ife are twin settlements. Yes. So they were there at that
historic meeting.
My parents, my brothers went there to see what was happening. It was while they were away there that my mother gave birth to me, and then they had to send messages to them that a new arrival had been in the family. That was March 5, 1938. My father was Daramola Onigbede Omadilola, and my mother was Bamidele Ne Ogundele, married to Onigbede in the big Omadilola family. Omadilola was a warrior, not only in Modaike, even when during the intertribal wars in Yoruba land.
Yes. 19th century wars.
Eventually, he was made a Jagun. And that is why, up to today, my family compound is Jagun Omadilola compound.
In Modakeke.
In Modakeke.
Okay, sir, and schooling? You're growing up, yes, schooling.
Yeah, I was in there, and I grew up. There was something peculiar about my birth. My mother got married years before I was born. So the whole family were expecting me to come. And so when I came, I became a favorite child. Favorite in the sense that everybody was rejoicing with my mother, with my father. And I cannot, in fact, I wouldn't know the number of names I have. Because at such a ceremony, everybody will want to give a name to connote something. And that was when I was given all the names I now carry. Adeboye, Oshuola, Bolanewa, and so on and so forth.
It
was later I was baptized in the church and baptized as Festus. But when I grew up, as I said earlier on, Yorubas don't give names to their children without a connotation. What is the meaning of Festus? I went into the Bible and I saw that the Festus I saw in the Bible was just something like a governor or something. Is that going to make me a governor? And it has no
spiritual depth.
That's right. You know.
So when did you commence schooling? Was it also in Budakeke you started schooling?
Yes, I started schooling rather late. I didn't start until 1948.
10 years after.
10 years after. For a few reasons. I told you I was a special child. You know, in those days, they want to pamper the special child. For instance, we have talking drumming in our system, in our family. Omade Lola, our progenitor, was not a drummer, but one of his children, a brother to my father, Salako Shakunle, went out to learn how to play the talking drum. And that was how he brought it into the family. And up to today, because he eventually became the Baale Onilu of Muraike. So a lot of people will say, Ile Baale Onilu, and so on. So that was one of the reasons, maybe that was one of the reasons why I was a little bit late. Because I had to go at drumming.
Wow.
Either going to the farm or going at drumming. And even when I was in school, we would leave school at 2 o'clock. Before you got home, a message would have been left that you should meet your brothers at so-so place where they were entertaining some people. So and up to today, I still play the talking drum.
Wow, that's deep.
In fact, in 1972, the first time I traveled out of Nigeria, it was on talking drumming.
Really?
Yes.
You went that far with talking drum?
Yes, because what led to that was this. I was teaching at the staff school, University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University. And we had this university theater group.
Yeah.
Led by Olarotimi.
Yeah, in African studies.
And some other people. So I was playing the talking drum in the school. Coincidentally, Olarotimi's wife was a member of staff. I mean, she was a foreigner. She saw the way I was playing the talking drum. I was teaching the children how to play the talking drum. Then she told her husband, and that was how I was invited into the Oriolokun theater group.
Yes.
And I was there. I took part in some plays, like Kurumi. Yes. I was Balogun Ibikunle in Kurumi. Onemogun, and some other things.
That was the first stage show I watched when I got to Ife.
Kurumi, that's right.
This boy will kill his father and marry his mother.
That's right. So, in 1972, the theater group was going to Germany for the Cultural Olympics, after the Sporting Olympics. So, we were invited to present African poems in English, but with music background, Yoruba music background. We will play the Ogun rhythm, da-dan-da-dan, 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 and so on and so forth. And we will play the Ifa rhythm, din-din-din-da-dan, din-din-din-da-dan, din-din-da-dan-da-dan. We will play the Eshu rhythm. Latopa, Eshu, Leke, Iro, and so on and so forth. So I was part of the music group. The leader in the talking drum sector was one Lasisi from Oshobo, husband to a foreigner, Wenger.
Yeah, Susan Wenger.
Susan Wenger.
Yeah.
So, but Olarotimi and Akiuba in particular showed some interest in me because of my education. I was already a grade 1 teacher then. And so that was how it went. And I went into the school, St. Stephen's Primary School, Muraike. In those days, it was one of the most prominent primary schools in the old Western region. Throughout my stay in that primary school, I did not play football in the school team for one reason. During lunchtime, they would organize inter-class football matches to select the school team. And I would imagine I would be one of the people selected. But when it came to coming at 4 o'clock for the school team to train, I would be away drumming.
No time.
So, no time. I would either go to the farm or at drumming. So I didn't until when I went for my teacher's grade 3 course.
Which of the training colleges did you attend?
In 1956, I was admitted at St. Peter's Teacher Training College, Elisha. It was a grade 3. It was a new college. And in fact, that was what gave me another chance to show myself in sports. Because we were the first set in the school.
Pioneers.
We were pioneers. St. Peter's Teacher Training College, Anglican, in Elisha. And we were only 29. And we had to raise teams in all sports.
29 people raising teams in every sport. So you will have been in many games.
Yeah, I played several games. And particularly athletics. A lot of other games.
Well, where did this footballing talent, where did it blossom?
Well, it started blossoming from that college because I was in the school team. And when I left the college at the end of 1957, I came back to Modaike because I was sponsored by my mission, who owned the primary school I attended. So I had to return to serve my bond with that school. So I came back to Modaike, and with what I had gained in sports in the college, I started getting boys together, my mates together, to raise a team for Modaike. And eventually went into the Ife team. That was 1958. There's another very interesting story about that. I was in the Ife team. We had a legend, a football legend in this country. I'm convinced that probably we have not had a better footballer than he was. Teslim Balogun.
Thunder.
Ara Omodada. So in 1957, the Nigerian politicians went to the UK for constitutional
to negotiate for independence.
Negotiating for independence. It was there that visionary, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, because after playing for Nigeria for some years, Teslim decided to go to the UK.
Professional football.
Professional football. But that was not his intention when he left. He went there and he was studying printing technology. Then he joined Queen's Park Rangers, Peterborough, and he was doing very well. So in 1957, when these politicians went to the UK, the Western Region Sports Council had already been established. So Chief Obafemi Awolowo brought Thunder back to Nigeria. What is the relevance of this to my life? When he came in 1958, he was going around the whole of the old Western Region. Western Region then extended to Sapele, Warri, and all
Edo Delta.
So he was going around looking for talents. So when he got to Ife, he saw me, my performances and everything, and he insisted I should come to Ibadan to play football in Ibadan. But then you remember I said something about my family background. We were not that rich. I had to contribute the little I could from my poor salary then to finance the family. And I told Thunder Balogun that I could not leave Modaike. But this man persisted, said I should come. And every important match, Balogun would invite me from Modaike to sit by his side to analyze matches. Yes. So that was what happened 1958, 59. But then, as God will have it, I now wanted to do my teacher's grade 2 course.
To step things up.
So I took entrance examination to 2 schools. That is, there was one St. Peter's Catholic Teacher Training College in Akure, then St. Luke's College, Ibadan here. Yeah. But my preference was for Akure. That was
a Catholic school.
I was not a Catholic, but when I went for the interview, there was a sporting interview and so on, the rest of it. These people got so much interested in me, and I was given admission. I paid my deposit, and I decided I would not come for the interview at Malete here. But then, a couple of days before the interview in Malete, I got information that the Anglican mission now decided that the Catholic wanted to snatch their so they mounted pressure on St. Peter's College. So St. Peter's College had to refund my deposit. I got that deposit about a day before the interview in Ibadan here. I wouldn't have come to Ibadan. So I came for the interview in Ibadan. So there was no more escape. I got right into his hand. We were moving up and down together. I became his right-hand man. And I was playing. In 1960, when I got to the school, I was training with my seniors who were in the school team. And somebody just took a shot, and I caught the ball. Then they said, "Hey, so you are a goalkeeper?" I said, "No, I was not a goalkeeper." With what we have done, that was how I became the school goalkeeper in 1960.
From being a striker or midfielder or a defender?
I was what we call midfield now. Okay. But in those days, we used to call it half-back. I was playing at right half-back. Okay. So I became the school goalkeeper, and I did very well. And then in 1961, when I became a senior student, I became the captain of the school team. So I put somebody else in goal, and I went back into my normal position. Okay. And it was in that year, Thunder Balogun now got the sports council to organize a football coaching course.
Okay.
The first of its type.
The entire Western region?
The whole of Western region. I have the photographs. So, and he made it compulsory for me to attend. Actually, I would say he organized it because of me.
You were still a student at St. Luke's?
I was still a student. I was in my final year, second year. And the coaching course was to take about 3 weeks, from July to about early August. So I went to the principal to inform him that I would be away for 3 weeks. And the principal was a meticulous man, late Agdiken S.A. Banjo. He said, "Okay, wait." He went into my academic records, right from entrance examination up to that point, to see if
you are up to it.
Then after, he said, yes, you can go. And that was how I attended my first coaching course.
In 1961. Where was it held?
At the Liberty Stadium, here in Ibadan.
The brand new Liberty Stadium there.
Yeah. And we had some prominent Nigerian footballers in that group, like people like Amusa Shitu, Ayuadiniji, Ali, the Ali brothers, the Longe brothers, and a lot of others. We were about 25 on that course. And at the end, both practical and theoretical examinations were held, and I obtained my first coaching certificate in 1961. Coincidentally, in that 1961, a former junior minister donated a cup for competition among teacher training colleges in the Western region. His name was Oye. He was from the present Midwest, or what we call them now. Yeah. So we went into the competition, and my school eventually won the cup.
Wow.
Actually, we shared it with the Baptist College.
Iwo, yes.
Because the final was played a day before schools vacated. And we played a draw. And so there was no room for
Yes, okay, a replay.
So we had to share the cup. When we were preparing for this competition, or during the competition, I was inviting Balogun to come and assist me.
Okay.
In molding the team.
Yeah.
If he could not come, he would send his assistant late, Ayo Adeniji.
Adeniji, yes.
So we eventually won the cup. And by the time I left the college in December, I was posted in a modern school in Elisha.
Okay, it's because it was Western region.
United Modern School, Elisha. It was an Anglican Methodist. So I got in there, and I didn't know how the Ijesa people got to know that I was around. They had their annual Congress, where they elected their officers. And I just got a letter that I had been elected as a player coach of the Ijesa divisional team.
Your fame had spread ahead of you.
So I was playing. I was the coach of the team in 1961. And we had a fairly strong team then. They got information from Ibadan that a trained coach was with them. So, after 1 year, I decided to go for my teacher's grade 1 course.
Where did you do the grade 1? I'm a son of teacher, so I know the terrain.
It was at Akure.
Oh, you went back to that?
Yes, Rural Education College.
Okay, Rural Education College, not the Catholic one.
When the college was established, the year I was born in 1938, it was in Ibadan here.
Okay, sir.
And it was not a full-time course.
Okay.
They were invited experienced teachers for agricultural studies.
Okay.
They will invite them, train them for 9 months, then they will go back to their respective schools where they will be inspected, their project will be inspected before they got their grade 1. Okay. So I was among the second batch of full-time students in that school.
For grade 1 teachers
grade
training.
1 teachers college. And as I said earlier on, when it was in Ibadan here, there was no dormitory. No, there were quarters for the students, not what you could call a dormitory.
A mature student.
Mature, oh, that is exactly what I'm saying.
Mature student.
Mature student. And each student was feeding himself. And that was why they called the place, up till today, they call that site Bora.
Bora from feed yourself.
Bora. That was where it started in 1938, before they moved to...
Then after your grade 1 certification?
After the grade 1, I was sponsored by my grade 3 teacher training college, St. Peter's.
Okay, sir.
But before I left the college, the school was cancelled.
Okay.
But the school belonged to the Anglican mission. So I had to go to the Anglican mission. They were dilly-dallying, and eventually I got myself into a secondary school in Ogbomoso, junior high school. That was the time they started the junior high school system. After primary
not the modern school.
Not modern school.
Okay.
It's higher than modern school.
Okay.
They called it junior high school. From that junior high school.
Which mission owned it then?
No, it was government.
It was government. Okay.
It was government.
Okay.
It was a government project.
Okay. Okay.
So I was there in the Ogbomoso.
Okay.
That was in 1963.
Okay.
When I got in there, I got into football again. I was on the executive for the Ogbomoso Football Association. We used to have divisional football associations there. I was in the executive and I was the coach.
Ogbomoso belonged to Osun division there.
That's right. So Ogbomoso, I was there, and from Ogbomoso, I saw an advertisement by a teacher training college in Ilorin. Mount Carmel Teacher Training College. Okay. They wanted a science and sports teacher.
Okay.
My grade 1 course was on agricultural science.
Yes, yes. So that gives you a science leverage.
And not only that, even when I was doing my grade 2 at St. Luke's here, we were the second set of students who selected science.
Yes.
So
As a major.
I have general science on my certificate.
Okay.
Physics.
And your certification in sports, your science background, so your certification in sports, you qualified for the Loring appointment.
So I didn't know that they had been following my record. When I got in there, I was invited for an interview. I discovered that the interview was just a formality.
They had made up their mind.
They had made up their mind.
Baba, this conversation will surely continue. I have been in conversation, exciting and an insightful one. 85-year-old man this much. I mean, see how agile and the memory, everything intact. Well, you should not be surprised. He's been in sports all his life. I've been in conversation with Chief Adigboyi Onigbide. That name strikes, rings a bell. FIFA, CAF, Nigeria's national team. Oyo State Shooting Stars, of course, you must remember that. Everywhere, Adigboyi Onigbide. Coach, if everybody calls it Coach Onigbide. Well, thank you so much. But you bet, sir, this conversation will continue. Thank you for watching this edition of Viewpoint. Do look forward to a continuation of this conversation with Coach Adigboyi Onigbide. It's been Ayodeji Ajishope presenting. God bless you. God bless our union. Bye for now.
Breaking news. The home is under attack, but not for long, because Hypo is here. Dirty floors and surfaces.
Not on our watch.
Dirty and stains, no do or shakara. We got the remedy, original palasa. Hypo, go hypo.
Germs always find a way back.
No green. Protect every day with Hypo.
Hypo, go hypo.